So friends, I hope we are live now. Just check. Just check whether we are live now. According to me, we should be live now. Yes, we are live now. So friends, indeed a warm welcome to one and all. Yes, to this session of CA Final Indirect Taxes question answers batch. That is the sums solving batch. I hope you all have followed all the sessions till now. Yes, wonderful, wonderful. You all must have followed all the sessions. Today is indeed our session number 14 actually. Yes, today is our session number 14. Don't go by the heading, I think. In the heading it is showing 13, but it is actually session number 14. So yes, we will clarify that. So friends, I hope you all have subscribed to the channel. You have hit the bell icon so that you don't miss out on any important videos. So friends, yes. Now let's start with refund. Yes, no. ऐसा नहीं है मिशन सीएजी. अभी देखो रिफंड्स स्टार्ट करते हैं. अभी तक आपने आई होप सब सेशंस फॉलो किए हैं. देखो फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन तो मैं ज्यादा मतलब यहाँ पे फॉर्मूला बेस्ड होने से instead of being formula based here, I will try to be more and more logic oriented in this topic. Okay, see, X Limited, a unit in special economic zone, okay, received services from various service providers in relation to authorized operations in SEZ during the month of April. The following details are furnished for the month of April. Value of taxable services used exclusively for authorized operations within SEZ. Okay, so basically these are, you know what, the following details are furnished for the month of April. Value of taxable service used. This word used tells me that this is a service which is availed. So when it's a service which is availed, which is of 5 lakh, but it is exempt from GST. So in short, on this service which is availed of rupees 5 lakh, the GST will be 0. Getting my point? Then friends, value of taxable services used by SEZ units and DTA units both. So take on your calci, 8 lakh into 18%, 1,44,000. 1,44,000 is used by both. Okay, it is used by special economic zone units also, as well as domestic tariff area units also. Value of taxable services used only for DTA units. This 3 lakh into 18% means this 54,000 is used by domestic tariff area units only. Then friends, your export turnover of SEZ unit is 1 crore and turnover of DTA unit is 60 lakhs. So overall, your total turnover is 1 crore 60 lakhs. So this is your total turnover. So now question is, compute the ITC and amount of refund if any. Did you all get the question? How will you calculate how much you will be eligible to claim ITC and how much you will get as refund? That is the question. All input services used by SEZ for its authorized operations only. So very nice question. So understand, this 54,000 which is wholly used for DTA units, there is no question of taking any refund. It's like a normal inward supply which is used for making outward supply which is taxable. So of this 54,000 you will be taking ITC. So you have to keep on applying logic in these cases, friends. So of this you will take ITC. Now we have 1,44,000 remaining. What to do with this 1,44,000? So now you will have to apply some proportion. Friends, what proportion will you apply? See. So first of all, clarifying step by step, with respect to input services of 5 lakh rupees, you understand ITC is nil, refund is nil, because it is exempt only from GST. So there is no tax paid at all. Okay. So this is sorted. Now, input services which are used only for DTA, those which were used only for DTA, you will be getting ITC as we discussed. Now the whole challenge is for that 1,44,000 rupees. Which 1,44,000 rupees? 8 lakh into 18%. Check, 8 lakh into 18% is 1,44,000. Now, when I talk about this 1,44,000, I should be focusing on how much is being used for export turnover. So, used for export turnover is equivalent to 1 crore. So, in short, I will tell you logically like this. Logically, I would tell you like this. Out of 1,44,000, first of all, consider entire 1,44,000. It is used for 1 crore 60 lakhs. Yes, that's the total turnover. Now, out of this 1 crore 60 lakhs, 1 crore is towards exports. So, how much ITC will be attributable towards exports? So, do the cross multiplication. 1,44,000 into 1 crore upon 1 crore 60 lakh. That is exactly the cross multiplication done. So 1,44,000 into 100 divided by 160. 90,000 rupees you will be entitled for refund, and balance 54,000 rupees you will be entitled for ITC. Did you all understand? I am talking about this second point. So overall ITC that you will be entitled for is 1,08,000, and overall refund you will be entitled for is rupees 90,000. Did you get it, Nimmiji and others? Is it 100% clear to you? Yes. So shall we go to next one? Let's go to second question now. Okay. See now, second question. Super engineering works. A registered supplier in Haryana is engaged in supply of taxable goods within the state. Okay. So, in the first question, when I was talking about SEZ, that means here I am talking about exports. I am talking about zero rated supply. Okay. So, ITC means ITC in the sense GST on inputs, to the extent used in that zero rated supply, you will be eligible for claiming ITC. That's the principle we have used in this first question. Makes sense? Second question will focus on inverted duty structure. Do you understand what is inverted duty structure? Inverted duty structure means, say the raw material is taxable. Say for this finished goods I am using raw material. On that raw material GST is at 5%. Okay. Okay, so another example. Suppose on raw material the GST is at 12%, but on finished goods it is at 5%. it is called as inverted duty structure. So inverted duty structure means the GST percentage on raw material is greater, say 12%, and on finished goods which are manufactured using that raw material, it is lower. So say it is 5%. That is called as inverted duty structure. Okay, now let's see the question on this inverted duty structure. Super engineering works registered supplier in Haryana is engaged in supply of taxable goods within the state. Given below are details of turnover and applicable GST rates of final products manufactured by super engineering works, as also the ITC availed on the inputs used in manufacture of each of the final products, and GST rates are given applicable on the same during a tax period. For product A, friends, for product A, the turnover is 5 lakh. This is the sale. Output tax rate is 5%. But can you check? Input tax rate is 18%. That's why I have written here in front of it I. I means inverted duty structure. Rate of tax on input is 18% and on output is 5%. Inverted. With respect to B, output tax rate is 5%, input tax rate is 18%. Again it is inverted. Understood? For C it is okay because output tax rate is 18% and ITC is also 18%. Make sense? Determine maximum amount of refund of unutilized ITC that super engineering work is eligible to claim under section 54 of CGST Act, provided that product B is notified as a product in respect of which no refund of unutilized ITC shall be allowed under said section. So friends, in short, for product B, you are not going to get refund of unutilized ITC. Okay, as inverted duty structure, you are not going to get refund. So you are going to get refund in case of A only. Now, how much refund you can get maximum? For that, let's apply the logic. Now, first understand what is the total input tax. Let's try to understand that first. Okay. So first, let's try to understand what is the total input tax. Okay. Now, first, if I talk about the aggregate turnover, do you agree that our aggregate turnover is 9,50,000? Yes, all products A, B and C, our aggregate turnover is 9,50,000. You agree? Take the total of turnover 5 lakh plus 3,50,000 plus 1 lakh. Yes. Now please calculate the ITC. Overall ITC, calculate. It is 54,000 plus 54,000 plus 10,000. So isn't it 1,18,000? Of course it is 1,18,000. So maximum eligible refund obviously will not be 1,18,000 because 1,18,000 is for entire supply of 9,50,000 because that's the total turnover. So total ITC of 1,18,000 is for total turnover of 9,50,000. Now our inverted duty is only for A. I know it is for B also, but for B you are not going to get the ITC. It is said not going to get a refund. Sorry, it is said here. So forget product B. Focus only on product A. Yes. So please take that 5 lakh. So On for 1,18,000, the turnover they have made is of 9,50,000. So for 5 lakh, how much? So 1,18,000 into 5 lakh divided by 9,50,000. You will get 62,105. But that doesn't mean that you will get refund of entire 62,105. Ask me why. Because there is some output tax payable on, yes, there is some output tax payable on this product A. On the product A, the output tax payable is 5 lakh into 5%, that is 25,000. So minus that. So 62,105 minus 25,000, 37,105 is the maximum eligible refund in case of inverted duty structure in this case. Did you all understand? Because see friends, 62,105 was the input tax attributable for the product A. Yes, but you will not take its entire refund. Why? Because there is some output tax liability payable for product A that you will pay from that ITC. So maximum eligible refund is 37,105. I hope you understood it, not formula wise but logic wise, because what's going to work finally is logic. Formula that you can frame on the time. The formula will be overall ITC multiplied by C, overall ITC multiplied by turnover of inverted duty structure supply divided by total turnover. That's the formula, minus output tax payable on inverted duty structure product. Okay, so may I go to third question now, friends? All of you with me? Yes. Go to third question. ABC Enterprises. So basically first two questions, calculations were involved. Now see, next question. ABC Enterprises, registered taxpayer under GST, filed a refund application of rupees 5 lakhs on 1st November 24 for excess tax paid during the month of October. The following timeline of events occurred after the application. So it seems that they have paid extra tax of rupees 5 lakhs. On 15 November 24, proper officer issued a notice in form GST RFD 8 seeking additional documents. On 30 November, ABC Enterprises submitted required documents in form GST RFD 09. So there is a 15 days gap here. On 20 December, refund was sanctioned, but credit was delayed due to incorrect bank account details provided by the applicant. On 10th Jan 25, ABC furnishes correct bank details. So see here, 20 days are taken by the registered person to give the bank details. Here 15 days are taken by registered person to submit the additional documents. On 15th Jan 25, the refund was finally credited to the bank account. Very good. So 15th Jan 25, he got the refund of that 5 lakh rupees. When was the application made? Application was made on 1st November 24. As per section 56. So friends, section 56 is interest on delayed refund. So as per section 56, if refund is not sanctioned within 60 days from the date of application, interest is payable by government. However, as per Rule 94 of CGST rules, certain periods can be excluded from the delay calculation. So what period you have to exclude? The 15 days period, which is for submitting additional documents, and the 21 days period, which is for furnishing correct bank details. Okay, so this 36 days will be excluded. Now, determine the statutory due date for processing the refund without interest liability. So, 60 days from the date of application can be taken. So, what was the date of application? 1st November. So, friends, November's 29 days, December's 31 days will make it 60 days. So refund should have been given on 1st Jan. Okay, if refund was given on 1st Jan, there wouldn't have been any interest. Make sense? Yes. Now, calculate the total number of days of actual delay in crediting refund after excluding that how many days? 36 days, which are excluding eligible period under Rule 94. So in our case, the refund is credited on 15 Jan. So friends, actually it should have been credited on 1st Jan, but it is credited on 15 Jan. So that way there is a 14 days delay. But 36 days was the allowable delay. So in short, 0 is the answer. Okay, because 36 days was the allowable delay, because you will exclude that period. Understood now which period? Because of this period of 36 days is because of that registered person himself. If the net delay period is considered as 15 days, if at all hypothetical situation you consider that there is a delay of 15 days, then how much interest will be payable? So no problem, it's very simple calculation. 5 lakh into 5 lakh into this interest is at 6% per annum into 15 days delay upon 365. So how much it is? 5 lakh into 6% into 15 by 365. So we reach to 1233. 1233. Then specify the form in which interest would be sanctioned and how it would be credited to the applicant. And lastly, comment on whether interest is actually payable. So no, in this case, interest is not actually payable because 15th Jan was without considering that 36 days period. Okay, so see, within 60 days, so by 31st December they should have paid. Okay, total number of days actual delay after exclusions, so it is 0 days. Okay, why 0 days? You understood na? Then if net delay is considered 15 days, okay, only for the academic purpose, means hypothetical, then the interest would have been 1233 as we computed. And the form for interest sanction and mode of credit is, form is GST RFD 05 and it will be credited to taxpayer's bank account. Okay, and whether the interest is payable in this case, the answer is no, because you know that they have paid nicely by 15th of Jan to you, where they should have paid 1st Jan plus 36 days. That much time government had in this case. Clear? So I hope friends that you have got it. And those who have got hold of these sessions right now, because I know many of you would be watching recording also, even though we took this session live on YouTube. So no problem, you can check the description to this video. Okay, as well, you can follow the first 13 sessions. Any doubts you can contact on the given WhatsApp numbers. Okay. So friends, and can these lectures be used for May 2026? The answer is 100% yes. Okay, let's go ahead. See, Global Tech Exports LLP is registered exporter based in Mumbai it exported a consignment of computer components to a buyer in Germany on 1st April 2025. Original export details. Invoice value at the time of export was 9,50,000. So if on 9,50,000 you calculate 18% IGST, it comes to 1,71,000. Shipment and export documentation were filed and refund of IGST amounting to 1,71,000 was sanctioned under Rule 96. Very good. But what happened? On 20 September 2025, German buyer agreed to revise the price. Congratulations. He will not pay you 950 only, but he will pay you 11,50,000. So there will be extra GST payable of 36,000 because the value increased by 2 lakhs. How? First it was 950, now it is 1150. So 1150 minus 950, value increased by 2 lakhs. So 2 lakhs into 18%, 36,000 is the GST. Global Tax Exports LLP now seeks refunds of this additional IGST under the amended provisions of Rule 89 and 96. You are required to answer the following. Can Global Tax Exports LLP claim refund of additional IGST of 36,000 paid due to upward price revision? In short, what's going to happen is, this is a supply, this is an export. So they have supplied and they have afterwards made a claim for refund. So first they made a claim for refund of 1,71,000. But now they are making additional claim of refund of 36,000. So can they claim it? Yes. Refund of this additional 36,000 is also allowable. Okay. Then second, what is the time limit for filing the refund application under GST? So it is within 2 years. So you can go through that. Third, which form and category must be selected on the GST portal? So GST RFD 01 is for the application of refund. So you will select that. List the key documents that must be submitted along with the refund application. So yes, you can go through these documents. Mainly, see friends, I am going to take you through the numericals. What are the steps the proper officer must follow after receiving the refund application? Okay, so accordingly friends, you can go through this question. I hope you got the synopsis of it. Then friends, go to fifth one. Fifth you can compare to fourth and do. In fifth, the value has gone down. In fourth, the value had gone up from 950 to 1150. In fifth, the value has gone down. Okay, so you can go through it. Now literally I will be interested in sums based on computation. Okay. So I would like to take you to question number 9. Are you all there on question number 9? Let me know. Yes. Go to question number 9, friends. Very nice question again. See. Zenith Electrotech Private Limited, manufacturer of precision electronics, has furnished following details for the month of Feb 2025 for computation of refund. Okay, under Rule 89 Sub Rule 4 of CGST rules. Okay, assume all other conditions prescribed under GST law are fulfilled. Transaction details for Feb 2025. Opening balance of ITC is 4 lakh. ITC availed during the period is 28 lakhs, but out of 28 lakhs, 6 lakh is under 89.4A and 89.4B. Zero rated supplies made during the period is 7 crore 50 lakhs, but which includes 1 crore 20 lakhs covered under 89.4A and 89.4B. Supply of goods other than zero rated supply, in short, this is domestic taxable turnover. Question is maximum refund amount admissible under rule 89.4 for the tax period. In short, you have to calculate that amount, okay, which is attributable to zero rated supplies. So I understood one thing, that my zero rated supplies everywhere you don't consider 89.4A and 4B. So 7 crore 50 lakhs minus 1 crore 20 lakhs, what I understood is 6 crore 30 lakhs is my zero rated supply, and supply of goods other than zero rated supply means supply in domestic tariff area is 3 crore 20 lakhs. So friends, please take total, you are going to get 9 crore 50 lakhs. So 9 crore 50 lakhs is as good as your turnover for the purpose of calculating the refund that you can get. Okay, and what is your ITC? Your ITC is 4 lakh rupees plus from 28 lakhs, don't consider 6 lakhs at all. So it is 22 lakhs. So question is, whole 22 lakhs so you can't get refund. Question is, see 22 lakhs. So can I say that 22 lakhs is the ITC which is used for making entire supplies of, as we discussed, 9 crore 50 lakhs. So can you tell me how much will be for exports? So for exports of 630 lakhs, how much refund you will be taking? So take on your calci, 22 lakhs into 630 divided by 950. Are you getting 14 lakh 58,947? That's the logic. Did you understand the logic of maximum eligible refund? If you apply this point now, that whatever is related to zero rated supply means exports or supplies to a unit in SEZ, of that I am going to get the refund, then this solving becomes simple. Okay, then let's go to 10th. Very interesting question. If you understand this, your majority of this topic gets done, gets sorted. See now, all of you ready for the 10th question? Messrs Deluxe Exporters, GST registered entity located in New Delhi, is engaged in exports of goods and services. Entity has furnished letter of undertaking and supplies goods and services under zero rated supply without payment of tax. Okay, may I know your name, my dear friend? CA student 222. So under zero rated supply without payment of tax as per section 16(3) of IGST Act. Clear? The following details are provided for the relevant period. Turnover is 76 lakhs, but out of that that 76 lakhs is excluding supply of services, but it includes exempt supply of 8 lakhs. Okay, and inward supply of 2 lakhs. So basically, inward supply I should never take in my calculation of turnover. So I'm subtracting that. So I understand my actual turnover is 74 lakhs only. Going ahead, zero rated supplies of goods under letter of undertaking, it is 12 lakhs. So in that 74 lakhs, there is 12 lakhs included. So this 12 lakh is exports, zero rated exports. So proportional to this is going to be eligible for refund. Zero rated export services under LUT, 48 lakhs. But you know, for services, there is one thing, there is one formula. You have to check actually how much is for this period and also received. So 48 lakhs I will not finalize. That's the starting point. Non-zero rated supply of services is 10 lakhs. Fine. So in short, this is done in domestic tariff area, or you can say it is taxable. It is 10 lakhs. Then payment received for zero rated supplies. This matters. So payment received is of 48 lakhs, but 12 lakh is for advance for services yet to be supplied. So from the 48 lakh, we can't take 12 lakh. From 48 lakh, we can't take 12 lakh because that much services we have not yet provided. But go to next line. There was an advance received earlier. Okay, in last period, there was an advance received. And now you have given those services also. It is of 14 lakhs. So you deserve to now take it in the turnover. So please take that 14 lakhs. So 48 minus 12 plus 14. 50 lakhs is the turnover of zero rated supply of services that you will take. So finally, 50 lakh is what you settle on. Now, turnover for which refund claimed under 89.4A, 89.4B, goods 6 lakhs, services 6 lakhs. You know this will never come in the picture. Total ITC availed on inputs and input services during the period is 12 lakh. So basically, you know, for this 12 lakh, out of this 12 lakh, how much you can claim as refund is the question that is being asked. ITC related to 89.4A, 4B, that is ineligible for refund, is 2,40,000. So basically 12 lakh minus 2,40,000, 9,60,000 is only eligible. 9,60,000 is only eligible ITC. Now from 960, how much refund you can take? So what is the maximum amount of refund admissible to Messrs Deluxe Exporters under 89.4 of CGST rules, assuming all other conditions of refund are fulfilled? So see, out of 960, something will be allowed, isn't it? That much you all must have understood. See this. Eligible ITC is 960. Very good. We are settled at that point. Yes. Now question is, how much is our total turnover, and out of total turnover, how much relates to exports? So see friends, turnover of goods 74 lakhs, that initial 74 lakhs given, agreed. 50 lakh is for zero rated supply of services. We did lot of exercise for that. 48 lakhs minus 12 lakh plus 14 lakhs. We did a lot of exercise for that. 50 lakhs. Non-zero rated supply of services is 10 lakhs. So that 10 lakhs will also figure in. Clear? And you will less from that value of exempted domestic supply, which is 8 lakh. It was given separately. It includes exempt supplies of 8 lakhs. Okay, so you will exclude that 8 lakh. Then you will exclude turnover for which refund is claimed 6 lakh of 89.4A and 89.4B. So, and finally, you are getting 1 crore 14 lakhs. So, 1 crore 14 lakhs is your adjusted total turnover. Now, when it is your adjusted total turnover, you should find out how much is turnover of exports, means zero rated. So, one thing is sure, okay, zero rated supply of goods is 12 lakh less supplies for 89.4 and 4B is 6 lakh. Okay, so remaining is, yes, see turnover, so remaining is 6 lakhs. And as far as services are concerned, you know, we have reached till 50 lakhs, but from 50 lakhs, subtract 6 lakhs of services of 89.4 and 4B. So 44 lakhs. So 44 lakhs of services and 6 lakhs of goods. So total becomes 50 lakhs. So now friends, do the calculation that 9,60,000, you all know that 9,60,000 is for 114 lakhs, the aggregate of the turnover, this one. So how much for our 50 lakhs? So you will do the cross multiplication. So 9,60,000 into 50 divided by 114, you must be getting 4,21,052.63. That means you can round it off to 4,21,053. Clear? So friends, in this fashion, you can easily solve the questions of refund. So I hope that you are pretty comfortable now in refund. You are feeling much comfortable in refunds now. Yes or no? If you want, we can solve one more question. Let me know. Okay, fantastic. But I have not understood your name, friend. CS student 222. Yes. Very good. Now, see, 11th question, last one for this session. Herbal Grow Naturals LLP, registered GST supplier, is engaged in manufacture of herbal personal care products in the state of Maharashtra. Entity has provided following details for the month of March. See, outward supply of herbal fresh face cream sales. On sales, did you observe the GST? It is 5%. Hair oil, did you observe GST? It is 12%. Okay. Now, so is this your first session, Mr. J? J? If yes, then you can check earlier sessions also. 13 more sessions are there before this. Check them. We have made a playlist also. Then, inward supply of inputs. Can you see inward supply is at 12%? Okay. and inward supply of input services is at 5%. So what I want to tell you is, anyway, services so we are not going to consider, because for services you don't get any refund. We are going to consider only the goods. Okay. Okay. So go ahead and watch earlier 13 sessions also, Mr. Jake. I hope you are at final. And whenever is your exam, if your exam is right now in Jan, then quickly watch on 1.5 speed. If you WhatsApp me on 9028777829, I will send you notebook also and all the notes also, which are required for watching the sessions. No, Mr. Jake, today is the last one actually. You are having exam in January, or is it any subsequent exam? Now, you get in touch with me on the given contact numbers. You can see the contact number given here. You can just WhatsApp me on that. I'll get in touch with you. I'll tell you all the details. So, now understand, Messrs. Herbal Grow has claimed ITC in respect of all inward supplies in the relevant GSTR 3B. Okay, Jan CA final. So quickly contact me. I will share you the notes so that you can go ahead and study. First 13 session also, if you watch on 1.5x speed, you will get all the sums and you will be happy to go in this CA final IDT exams. Okay, so all conditions for claiming a refund under inverted duty structure are complied with. No refund has been claimed for the month of March. Compute the maximum eligible refund under inverted duty structure. Yes, so of course there is the inverted duty structure. So if you observe, your 40 lakh rupees is the outward supply of that product which is applicable for inverted duty structure, and 80,000 is outward supply of hair oil which is not for inverted duty structure, because 12% is the output tax and 12% is the input tax. So this is not inverted duty structure. This is qualifying for inverted duty structure. If you take the total, it comes to 40 lakh 80,000. Now how to get answer for this? Now first of all, what is total ITC? Try and calculate on the inputs. So take on your calci 28 lakh into 12%. 3 lakh 36,000 is the ITC on inputs. Okay. If we calculate ITC on input services, it will be 4 lakh 50,000 into 5%, 22,500. And on capital goods, it will be 20 lakh into 18%, which is 3 lakh 60,000. Now directly relevant figure is actually 3 lakh 36,000. Can you get ITC of entire 3 lakh refund of entire 3 lakh 36,000? The clear cut answer is no. Can't get a refund of entire 3 lakh 36,000. Okay, see. See, turnover of inverted rated supplies 40 lakhs as discussed, and then so you adjusted total turnover is 40 lakh 80,000 as discussed, because 80,000 is for other product. So total becomes 40 lakh 80,000. Your net inputs, net ITC on inputs only is 3 lakh 36,000, and your tax payable on inverted duty goods is 40 lakh into 5%, which is 2 lakh rupees. So you have to pay 2 lakh rupees as output tax on the goods which are having inverted duty structure. Okay, and we have also calculated your ITC on input services and ITC on capital goods. Now see, whatever refund you are going to get is of 3,36,000. It is on the basis of 3,36,000, and the ITC of 336 on goods is used for making outward supply of 40,80,000. Clear? Now my question is, 336 is for 40,80,000. Now for 40 lakhs, how much? Simple. For 40 lakhs, how much? So calculate 3,36,000 into 40 lakhs divided by 40.8 lakhs. You will get, my dear friends, 3,29,412. But question is, you will not get refund of that. Question is, from this you will be paying some output tax. How much output tax you will be paying is important. Not blindly 2 lakh rupees. Why not blindly 2 lakh rupees? Because 2 lakh is payable out of overall ITC, including that on capital goods. So your overall ITC, including that on capital goods, is 336. This one plus 22,500. This one plus, that's it actually. Don't consider of CG. So 2 lakhs is to be paid using 358,500. So can you tell me 2 lakhs is to be paid using 358,500? So what will be equivalent to 3,36,000, which is ITC on goods. So 2 lakhs multiplied by 3,36,000 divided by 3,58,500. You are going to get 1,87,448. So 3,29,412 minus 1,87,448. Final answer is going to be 1,41,964. That is your overall ITC that can be taken as refund. Clear? So this is how, friends, you have to approach the topic of refunds. So thank you so much for being such wonderful audience throughout this series of sum solving batch. We have tried to cover maximum sums. Just to give you a glimpse of what we did in this batch, I would like to take you through the index, and I would like to take you how many marks we would have covered. Okay, so this was our GST and customs sum solving batch, okay, for January onwards IDT exams. Very crisp way we have covered all possible sums. Our contact number is 9028777829. If you have any doubts, concerns, if you want notes, please go ahead and contact on this number. Okay, so see, we touched on which all topics? We touched on scope of supply, RCM and liability of ECO to pay GST, exemptions under GST, time of supply, place of supply, value of supply, ITC, TDS, TCS, and today we focused on refunds also. Okay, and apart from that, of course, we did valuation under customs and baggage. Okay, how 3,58,500 is computed is the question. Very nice question. It is your ITC on goods plus ITC on services. Did you understand, Jake? ITC on goods plus ITC on services. You should not consider ITC on capital goods. Clear? How you got 358,500? To be precise, 336 was on inputs and 22,500 was on input services. That way you got 358,500. Clear? So yes, of course, for the May edition, we will be adding many sums to this batch for the May 26 exams, and also we will be doing additional questions, many things for the May 26. But for Jan 26, I am ending the sessions today. Thank you so much for being such wonderful audience. See you. Bye bye. Take care. All the very best. Do keep the channel subscribed and hit the bell icon.